As our 35th president, John F. Kennedy brought bold and inspirational leadership to our country. He inspired citizens to take action for the greater good. He inspired the young and the old to venture out into the world to serve. And he even set a bold vision which took us to the stars.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
But behind those powerful moments etched in history, there was more. A young man who explored the world. A man who never forgot who his best friends were even when rising in the ranks of politics. A father who played games with his 2 children in the Oval Office. In this podcast, we will tell you those stories told through the documents, photos, and artifacts kept here at the JFK Library.
What they're going to learn is that he was a man and that he is relatable. A lot of the stories, a lot of the things that were going on really bring out the human side of John F. Kennedy.
I thought the idea was that conference had passed into history and that you'd never have a chance to ask that question.
What he did, what led to behind it, and what he was like as a person, so to give them a more intimate view of John Kennedy, of not just what he did in the 60s, but how is it relevant today?
Together we shall save our planet, or together we shall perish in its flames.
When you have the ability to talk with the experts who are working with the collection, it allows for more information to go out, and it allows for a richer story.
That he went through that at such a young age, and they know that he was a war hero, but when they know why and how, it's really even more incredible, I think, for visitors.
The curators, the archivists, the educators, everyone who works in the building or works with the collection, they do such a thoughtful job of getting the information out. They're the unsung heroes, and it's great to share their stories in communicating President Kennedy's legacy.
So join me, Matt Porter,
And me, Jamie Richardson,
as we sit down with the experts from the JFK Library to dig deeper into the collections and look back at President Kennedy's life.
and we'll also speak to historians and other experts to look at the effect of President Kennedy's actions on people's lives back then and today.
This is JFK35, a podcast by the JFK Library Foundation.
Subscribe today.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.